Video, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to animate Gorilla Tag in Blender for absolute beginners. So let's get straight into it. So when you first open Blender, just saying, I'm not going to show you how to get Blender, you'll have to get that yourself. I'm just going to show you what to do when you have it. So basically, when you open Blender, you'll see this exact thing. I haven't done anything, I've just opened a new Blender model. So there'll be this cube, and all you want to do is click on it, and you can just delete this cube. Don't worry about that. Anyway, next, what you want to do is you want to go down to the link in the description, or you could find your own and download the Blender Gorilla Tag model that will be on screen. Now, with this model, you can get it off Sketchfab. You can get your own anywhere else, I don't really mind, but you just need a model, but preferably the one I have, because then it will be easier to explain what to do. So once you have that model, what you want to do is you want to go onto your file explorer. I have already done this, so I can't show you this bit, but you want to go onto your file explorer, go onto downloads, click on the zip file, and click extract all. Then once you've done that, that's done. That's all you need to do. Then you need to go to File on Blender. You need to go to File, click on it, then click on Import, and then click on wherever you downloaded the file in. I download mine in GLTF because that is just the simplest option, and I have like quite a lot of things. Some of them aren't to do with this. I have things like Doug the Bug and the Finger Painter, but it doesn't matter about that. Just matters about this one, that if you downloaded the one I called, the one I put in the description is called gorilla_tag_rig. Now you want to double click on that, and you want to double click on Scene GLTF. Now you have your gorilla. You may be thinking, on the website, I saw a texture. Where is this texture? Well, you want to press Z on your keyboard, and then move down to Material Preview and let go. Then it will load up the texture, and you have your gorilla. So, we're going to do a simple model. A simple animation. We're going to do one that looks a lot like the one I posted on the video on screen. So we're going to do one of the gorilla waving. So basically, what you're going to want to do, as soon as you have your model, you're going to want to like extend this a little bit, otherwise it might be a little bit hard to do. So you want to extend this. So keep clicking these arrows. So Sketchfab model, roots, GCF, screen root node. I'm not going to say all of them because there's a lot. You just want to keep clicking on these arrows pointing to the side. Oh, I accidentally did that. Until you get down here. Then there's these little green figures. So this is what you want. The first thing you want to do is you want to click on Armature. Then you want to go down to this little green figure. It says Data, Object Data Properties. You want to click on Viewport Display. And you want to click on shapes to turn it off. Now, these bones look a little bit weird. These are the bones of the gorilla. These look a bit weird, so it might be easier to view it if you turn them to stick or any of these other options, B-bone, envelope, or wire. I usually use stick. So this is what the skeleton looks like, and this is how you can move your gorilla. But next, you need to go into pose mode. You see up here it says object mode. You want to go on pose mode. If that's not showing for you, that's okay. What you want to do is go back to this side, click on pose, and then click up here and you should have pose mode. Now that you've turned pose mode on, what you want to do next is you want to go, basically, so you gotta find which limb you want to move. So say you wanted to move the upper arm, so it's like But I'm just going to show you how to move the limbs, and then we're gonna talk through the animation. So what you want to do is, it depends what thing what you want to do with the arm. So you can either rotate it. So basically, if you want to, that didn't go as planned. There we go. If you want to rotate it, then you press R. See, I'm moving the arm in this direction, and then click just to go back to the normal space. And basically, whichever way you're looking at the thing is what way it will rotate. So look, this is like rotating on the shoulder, but then you can also rotate it in other ways. So let's start on the animation, and what we're going to do is we're going to pull up this animation bar a little bit. And what we're going to do is, so the first thing we're going to do to do a wave is we're going to get this limb, and we're going to press R, and we're going to lift it about up here. One good thing about Blender is that Blender has smooth animation. So basically, you place keyframes. I actually forgot to place a keyframe at the start, so I'm going to go back and do that now. So you see this bit at the bottom. What you want to do is you want to highlight all of your bones, so it looks like that. You want to press I, and it will add a little like diamond on the bottom there. That's good. That's a keyframe, and between keyframes, Blender will automatically think to itself, okay, what have you done here? And it will figure it out based on that. So look, I'll just do an example. So I'm going to go from 0 to 12, and on 12, the arm is going to be lifted up. So I'm going to move this a little bit, and take this arm, and move this a little bit. And then we're going to move the wrist a little bit. Wait, first of all, we're just going to turn this a little bit like that. Then we're going to move the wrist, which is quite a hard thing to do. All you want to do is you want to do R, and then press R again, and it should turn on Y rotation. And then the hand is like that. Then you might want to straighten it up a bit so it looks a bit straighter. There we go. And now we want to highlight all of the bones and place another keyframe. And if I play it back, watch what Blender does between these keyframes. See? It automatically puts in a smooth animation between those two keyframes. So, yeah, so we're going to carry on like doing this. So we're going to go to this bit. So the arm is up here. And now we're going to make it wave, which is quite simple. But if you want to make the fingers straight, you can if you want. It's a little bit difficult to do, but I'm just going to make it wave. I'm not going to make the fingers straight. So we're going to grab this bit, we're going to rotate, and we're going to do this. Then we're going to pop it on. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. So you've got to go on to the next keyframe before you move the position, otherwise it will get rid of the position. So we're going to turn the hand like that, and then we're going to select all the bones and add a keyframe. Then we're going to do it again. I'm doing it in shorter intervals so it's quicker movement. The shorter interval you have between your keyframes, the quicker it will move. If you've got a really big gap, it will move really slowly. If you've got a really small gap, it will move very quickly. So I'm just going to quickly, oh, I didn't mean to do that. I still have all of this, I still have all of it selected, so don't do that mistake like me. I'm going to just speed up the footage whilst I edit the hand waving, because that's not, you've literally just seen how you do it. And yeah, so I'm going to speed up the footage real quick. Okay guys, I just completed the animation. All I did was I made the hand wave and put the hand back down. So I'm going to play this whole animation through. And it looks like this. It's a bit quick putting the hand down, but who cares? It's just because I messed up the intervals a bit. So basically, if you look at the timeline, I'll just tell you something quick. The more gap between these two, what am I talking about? The more gap between two keyframes, the longer the animation between those two keyframes will take. So here I've accidentally made it a little bit too small, which I'm pretty sure I can fix, because I can just go over here and then go over here and then just quickly put that down, put that down. As you can see, I have done this quite a few times. Also, if anything in this video looks slightly different, it's probably because I had to re-record this footage, because my original footage, I forgot to turn my mic back on after the time lapse, so the whole thing was just silent. But here, I made sure my mic is definitely on, and you can definitely hear me. And anyway, so now if you want to turn the bones off, go back down to this little running man. Then click on shapes again, and it won't turn the bones off, but it will just make it so you can't really see them. And then when you play your animation through, it'll look like this. Oh, did I forget to add the last keyframe? I think I forgot to add the last keyframe. That's annoying. Yeah, I have to do this again for the third time. Now, put that, move that over there, move that there, move that around there, then turn this way and just straighten this up a bit. There we go. And then I'm just going to move this a little bit in, and then select it all and add a keyframe. Now, what I quickly want to do is just go over to here. So if you've done yours at the same intervals as mine, it should end at 54, I mean. I can't count. So I've put mine to 60. So then it won't just keep going on forever. So like it ends at 60. And now what I'm just going to do is turn on shapes, and then we're going to watch the whole animation through. Look at this. It's cool. And then I'm going to put some cosmetics links in the description. And then you can put some cosmetics. You align them using, if you go to this little orange bit, you can rotate them, scale them, and change the location X, Y, and Z through here to make them perfectly fit. And also, if you I just went into CapCut. Sorry, that's where I'm editing the start of my video. You didn't see it, but yeah. Yeah, but what I'm gonna, if you have any animations that you want to show me, then post a video on YouTube. It can be unlisted. Actually, no, it can't really be unlisted. I think it can be private, and or just like tag me on it, and then I can have a look at the video. And I'll have a look at your creations if you want to send me any. And then also, yeah, you can add all the cosmetics that are in the description and animate a bunch of stuff from this tutorial. Anyways, as well, if you want to see me do any more things, like a full tutorial on Blender, like how to move your mouse like this and stuff like that, how to completely master Blender, I can do a tutorial on that as well. Just comment your ideas down below and I will read them and have a look at them. But anyways, that's it for the moment. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!